Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I hope you guys are all doing well, and in today's video I'm going to be talking about the cuffs and lashes brushes. I picked up a few cuffs and lashes brushes, like 5 brushes, and I told you that I would make a separate video on it in my cuffs and lashes cover pods review video, and here is the dedicated video for the cuffs and lashes makeup brushes that I tried out. So without wasting much time, let's get started with today's video, before which please take a moment to hit the red color subscribe button right underneath this video, and also hit the bell notification so that you get notified every single time I upload. Now let's get started. If you already did not know, Cuffs and Lashes is actually a brand owned by this YouTuber called Nidhi Khatyar, and yeah, they make so many affordable products, and their brushes are also affordable, and they are good quality. And let's just talk about all the brushes one by one. I just picked up 5 brushes, and I'm going to be taking you through all the 5 brushes and also the close-up shots, the application bits, and every little detail. So yeah, the first brush that I used today was to color correct my face, for which I used the Cuffs and Lashes F011, so F11 I guess. So this is the brush that I use. This is sort of like a angled, it says that it's a deep angled concealer brush, and I use this for corrector. So this is supposed to, like, you know, since it's like pretty dense, it's supposed to pack in the concealer and corrector. For corrector it did work pretty well, I would say. And for concealer I use the Maybelline Fit Me concealer. This has a very low coverage, and that's why I wanted to try this brush out with this particular concealer and see how much of coverage I could get this concealer to be. And it did work pretty well, because the brush is a little bit angled, and as you can see, there is like a tip right over here, and you can get into the nooks and corners of the under eye area, so you can do like a very nice precise application. However, I couldn't resist going in with a beauty blender today. However, I did not do that anyway. I just used this brush. You could get a little bit of a streak mark, because I'm very much used to a beauty blender pressed right underneath my eyes for that smooth flawless application. But if you need like a quick on the go brush, if you're doing just concealer for everyday purpose, and if you want to get in the nooks and corners and just have like a nice good coverage look, then you can definitely go for this brush. It's pretty affordable, I guess. I leave all the brush names and the prices and everything in the screen somewhere. You can check it out. And this is a good brush, I would say, and I think this can work much better for applying eyeshadow base, because with eyeshadow bases, or when you're using concealer as an eyeshadow base, you want very little amount of eyeshadow base on top of your eyelid, because that's gonna sit on top of your eyelid, and it's gonna mess up with the shadows if you use a lot. So for those you know, particular reasons, you could use this for applying your eyeshadow base. So it's gonna give like full coverage instantly. It's gonna smoothen that area out. At the same time, you can end up using very little product. So yeah, that can avoid creasing, you know. So this is a beautiful brush, I would say, and I really like and recommend this one. Alternatively, you could also use this brush. This is called the Cuffs and Lashes F019. So that's the second brush that I'm going to be talking about. So this brush you can also use for concealer. This is supposed to be used for concealer only. However, today I used this for cream contour. It did blend my cream contour pretty well. I just applied it and I blended it nicely and precisely on that particular area. So with cream contours, you want the contour to be on that particular precise area, so for which this is going to be really helpful. This is not as dense as the F011 brush, but it's quite nice, and this can also be used for applying eyeshadow base, and also underneath the eyes if you want like a lesser of coverage. If you want so much coverage, then you have to go with the F011 brush. If you want like a very nice everyday sort of a coverage, you can definitely try this brush out. This is great for cream contour. I think this will work underneath the eyes for the concealer and as an eyeshadow base as well. Also, if you want to pack a little bit of powder underneath the eyes, like just right here to brighten this area up, you want like a nice brightness to your eyes and more coverage with the help of a powder, then you can use this to apply powder underneath the eyes as well. So that's the second brush. Really like this one. I like this one better than this one. I don't know why. I just feel that this is like much more nicer in quality. The third brush that I'm going to be talking about is this one. This is actually the deep angled flat foundation brush. This is the number F013. I've seen Deepti Desigan use this brush quite a lot for her foundation applications, and this is basically the larger version of the earlier concealer brush that we just saw. Like you can see, this is the larger version of it. I use this today for applying the L'Oreal Infallible Fresh Wear foundation. This is sort of a liquidy foundation. You can also use this particular brush and this brush as well for cream products. I think for cream products it's gonna work so beautifully. I haven't tried this out with the Cuffs and Lashes cover pots yet. I think it's gonna work so well. Nonetheless, today when I used it with a liquid foundation, I used a very little quantity. You guys, I used just one pump of this particular foundation. Mind you, this is a medium coverage foundation, and I could get it to almost a full coverage foundation. So if you want like full coverage with less product, then you can go for this particular foundation brush. It has got a angle to it that kind of fits on your face like perfectly, and you can use drag or buffing motion to apply the foundation. I do not see any streakiness or any patchiness or creasing on my face today. I did not use a beauty blender. I usually use a beauty blender right after I use kind of like a foundation brush to just press it in, but today I did not use it. I just wanted to see if there are any streakiness or patchiness or anything like that. There is nothing like that. The foundation looks very smooth on my face, and I really recommend and I really do enjoy this brush. Although if you want to use a beauty blender on top of it, that's gonna give you like that smooth flawless finish that everybody likes. So that was the third brush. Okay, the next two brushes are actually eye makeup brushes, and the first one that I'm going to be talking about is this small shader brush. This is how it looks like. I'm going to insert close-up shots and stuff like that, and this particular brush is supposed to help you with application of your shimmer shades on your eyelid. So this actually says that it's a small shader brush, which means that you would think that you're going to be using this for application of shimmer shades onto your eyelid, but it does not work that well in my opinion for applying shimmer shades, and this will not work well for applying matte shades as well, because this is very thin and kind of like a synthetic type of stiff type of a brush. So I don't think this is going to work for mattes either. I thought it's going to work for shimmer eyeshadow, but it did not work well. But what I did realize is that the precision is so nice if you want to do a cut crease. So if you're doing a nice cut crease sort of a look, then this is gonna come in handy for that. This is gonna be very beautiful. So if you're planning to pick this up for applying shimmer shades, then I would ask you to skip it. But if you're looking for a cut crease brush, a brush with which you can do your cut crease looks, then definitely do pick this up. The precision is nice on this. It's nice and thin, so it's gonna be very nice to do your cut crease. I'm kind of learning to do cut crease these days, so I think this is gonna come in handy for that. Okay, the battery cut me off. Anyways, the last brush that I wanted to talk about is this brush called as CS01. This is their Cuffs and Lashes X Shy Style. So this is their collaboration with another YouTuber called Shy Styles, and this brush is my favorite sort of a brush. This is called like a definer brush to do precision work. I usually use this sort of a brush. I have a similar brush in Morphe. It's their Jaclyn Hill collaboration brush, and I really like this to do my lower lash line. So today what I did was that I used this particular brush with a matte brown shade, and I used it right up against my lower lash line. I also used the same brush with the same brown shade to kind of smoke out my lash line on top as well, to pack a little bit of shadow on top of my lash line. So this is a very nice precise brush. This is comparable to the Morphe X Jaclyn Hill brush, so this is a very good quality brush. So this is something that I would highly recommend if you want to do like a precision work, I guess. And you can buy all these Cuffs and Lashes products on their website. They do have a website. They also have an app. The app is not that great, but you can kind of order. I usually order it through the app. The user experience is not that great, but if you put in your order, it's gonna process it and you're gonna get it shipped and delivered pretty quickly. The delivery was quite nice. The packaging was quite nice. I also forgot to tell you how it came in. Just hang on. Okay, it came wrapped inside this particular cover, and it came in like two of these cardboard pouches. So it came in quite nicely, I would say. And also this is available on Amazon and Flipkart. The app, however, the user experience is bad, but you can get your order processed. Sometimes, like if you click on a product, it kind of doesn't take you to the product details and stuff like that. There are a little bit of things that are a little bit annoying, but you can get your order through and you can pay quite easily. Just that the user experience is not that great. If you go back and forth, then it might kind of not perform that well, the app. So you can also find this on Amazon and Flipkart. However, I don't see that the Amazon and Flipkart apps they don't carry all of their products. I do see some and not all. And I guess there is a delivery charge as well. I'm not too sure if they do have a delivery charge on Amazon or Flipkart. I haven't really ordered through Amazon or Flipkart. I've only used their website and app to order, and I did not have any issues apart from the user experience in general. So yeah, with that we come to the end of today's video. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you found this useful, and if you did, then please take a moment and hit the red color subscribe button right underneath this video, and also like this video and share, comment. If you have any suggestions for me, if you want me to review any of the Cuffs and Lashes products, then just leave your suggestions in the comment section down below. And if you haven't checked out the CoverPots video yet, do check it out. It's a good one. I really like the CoverPots that they make. It's very nice and good coverage and good quality. You can check that video out for more details on what shades I bought and stuff like that. So yeah, let's just wrap up this video, shall we? Yeah, with that we come to the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you next time in another interesting video. Until then, take care. Tata, bye bye.